So look, anybody that knows me and knows my body of work, okay, they'll know that I'm the biggest YoungBoy fan out here, okay? I'm the biggest YoungBoy defender. You know what I'm saying? I love YoungBoy. And don't take that quote out of context. I'm a huge YoungBoy fan. I think YoungBoy is probably the most important artist of this generation of music. Screw hip-hop. I ain't trying to hear Taylor Swift. I'm trying to hear YoungBoy. I think YoungBoy's body of work is absolutely impeccable. I think that YoungBoy is one of the most impactful and influential and talented artists on the globe right now. I think YoungBoy is one of the greatest artists on this flat earth. Okay? Which is why I was extremely upset to see on my timeline today, all up on my timeline, a bitter old fool. Okay? And I do respect this guy. I'm kind of clowning, but you know what I'm saying? Drake had some stern words for my boy recently. And I was very disappointed to hop on my timeline and see young Joseph Budden, okay, Benjamin Budden, over here talking an absolute pile of horse manure about the greatest artist of a generation, okay? So I'm gonna throw on the cans real quick. I'm gonna hear what this clown has to say, and I'm gonna clap back because I'm not having it. It's cap.
What else do I have written down here? You ready to tell the truth about NBA YoungBoy? Not ready to do this.
What's the truth?
That nigga's trash. He's horrible. He is horrible.
Damn.
He is horrible. He is really, 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 really bad.
As a rapper or a person?
Look, I know that YoungBoy hasn't got the the literary ability to write, you know, a poetic symphony like pump it up, okay? I know that that YoungBoy, didn't have the lyrical masterclass to produce like 500 installments of the Mood Music series, you know what I'm saying? Or the the innate genius to name his debut album YoungBoy. You know what I'm saying? His so devoid of creativity that YoungBoy didn't name his first project YoungBoy like Joe Budden did. Okay, but I'm not gonna have this slander. Okay, Drake had some spicy words for Joseph Budden recently. Okay, and honestly, I feel like this really drives home just how right Drake was. And you know what? We might have to return to what Drake said in a minute because this clip is like just the perfect example of why Drake was actually completely right about Joseph Biden. I mean Button.
I don't know him as a person.
Oh, okay.
I'm only speaking about music.
Bro, you might get zipped after this one, bro. You don't know him as a person. You need to go and check out a little 6-hour documentary by a certain Trap Law Ross, okay? And find out about him as a person. Because you messing with the real gravedigger, real pallbearer. You know what I'm saying? This is absolutely foolish behavior. You know what I'm saying? You already had the OVO goons pulling up at your crib throwing rocks at you, all right? Or you were throwing rocks at them. I don't really remember how that worked out. It was embarrassing, okay? But you don't want the 4K Trey Slimes pulling up on you, ready to roll those trousers up even more than they're already rolled up, quite frankly. It's not a good look, Joseph Button, all right?
He's really, really, really bad.
I love the way that it's like Joe Budden is like, oh, he's bad. He's dissing YoungBoy. He's saying YoungBoy's not creative. And even as a critic, he sucks. What's your critique? He's really, really, really bad. Is he really, really, really bad? Or is he really, 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 really bad, Joe Budden? Do you want to give us maybe a little bit more of an insightful analysis of, one of the most impactful and most talented artists of an entire generation? No? He's just really, really, really bad. He's really, 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 really bad. I think your journalism is really, really, really bad. I think your music analysis and critiquing is really, 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 really bad.
And that thing happened with him where when he was out, the label pushed a button and did some YouTube shit. So then all the little kids had to just come to the gathering and tell you about NBA YoungBoy views and how great he is and how awesome he is and how.
You know that Joe Budden is so jaded by the music industry that he couldn't even fathom that YoungBoy, one of the most prolific artists, his name is YoungBoy, all right? And it ain't just a dumb made-up name. His name is YoungBoy because he has achieved damn near 5 lifetimes worth of success as a mere young boy, okay? Like, YoungBoy has more talent and creativity in his little toenail than Joseph Budden does in his goddamn from those. What even? I don't even know what kind of shoes those are. They're probably Kunsuri height-raising shoes all the way to his flat cap, all right? YoungBoy has more talent in his little toenail than Joe Budden has from head to toe, Okay, and that's fact. And the fact that Joe Budden is so jaded by the music industry because he wants to blame that for all of his problems, for all of his shortcomings in his short-lived career that didn't really pan out like he thought, okay, that he wants to say, oh, the label did that thing where they pressed a button and now all the kids say YB better. That is cap. YB is better. YB is actually better. Joe, ain't no one press a button. Ain't nobody press my buttons, okay? The only person pressing buttons is YoungBoy pressing your buttons. And he don't even know he's pressing those buttons. He's pressing them remotely. He's got you running like a remote control. Ain't nobody pressing your buttons. YB is actually better. YB is better than Joe Budden with your self-titled album. Your self-named title in album ass. You saying the labels press the button. Bro, YB is actually better than nearly everybody out here. It's the gospel. People ain't saying it because it's a joke, because the label... What, you think the labels paid all the teenagers in the world? You think the labels paid me? I ain't had a penny from a label. YoungBoy be fighting his label. YoungBoy be fighting his label to not release the music that he that ends up getting put out. What was that, 3860? Where YoungBoy and Quando Rondo basically did the giant middle finger to Dirk and Von and all of Chicago. And they didn't want to release it. He said, Atlantic Records, I did not want to release this album. But Joe Budden thinks, oh, they pressed the button to make everybody say YB better. That, bro, that's cap. That's cap. Ain't no buttons pressed, bro. It's facts. All right? It's facts. Shout out Dildo Schwaggins in the chat with the $5. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. We're going to have to do another Clout Chronicle soon. But anyway, back to this clown. Bro, YoungBoy is the most impactful artist of a generation. You actually could never. And I know Joe Budden thinks that he's this big podcast mogul because he got a couple of little Spotify deals. He got a couple of brand deals, couple of Amiri hats. I should have gone and put the Amiri hat on for this. That was an oversight by me. But he's really going to go at YoungBoy and he's really going to say, oh, they pressed the button. Come on, bro. That is cap. That is flat cap. That ain't regular cap. That ain't Amiri cap. That is flat cap. Bro's out here like Peaky Blinders, capping like it's I don't even know what year Peaky Blinders was made in, but he's capping like it's 1999 and he's still relevant. Bro.
Amazing he's doing. Now that the label's backed up a bit, and now that we done had about 3 or 4 projects while he's been in Utah on house arrest.
He's been on house arrest for several years, Joe. You don't even have it. You don't even know what you're talking about. Go and watch the documentary, fool. Just go and set aside a light 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Some of that time, instead of scrolling the Amiri website, all right, and looking for slate-colored clothing, them trousers with that top and that hat, bro, you're about to go camouflage up in this bitch. Okay, we're not gonna be able to see you if you lay on the slate flooring in your new build apartment. Go and put in some work and understand YoungBoy, bro, because this ain't the one.
Had way more than that.
I know,
and that to me is where the problem lies.
You ain't got a clue either, bro. You ain't even got a clue either.
Because
I don't even know his co-host name. I'll keep it real with you. It's not still Ish and Ice, is it? Is this guy Ice or is this Ish or Ice? Mile 2.0? I don't even know. And that's that is disrespect. But for real, none of you guys, this is a bunch of old heads sitting around talking about the greatest artist of a generation, the king of gangster rap right now. The goddamn Forrest Gump of gangster rap, who has achieved more in his very short life as a young boy than Joe Budden could rear in 2 whole careers in 2 different parts of the industry. This got me hot, honestly. This clip got me hot. Because I done spent months looking into YoungBoy, and this kid is the most impressive and impactful artist of a generation. And you got Joe Budden talking about, oh, he released 3 or 4 albums on house arrest and he's just flying out music. Bro, you ain't even taking those albums in, bro. You dumb. Bitch, don't try this at home. Fire. Richest op fire, bro. And then the one he just dropped, what was it, Decided To? This K2 got me started. Joe, you need to break open a fresh pack of K2 and throw on Decided. It's Decided To, right? You listen, look, I will admit, YoungBoy flies out a lot of music. I lose track of what each album is called because I'm just plugged in for the YoungBoy experience. I don't care what the album's called. If the artist's name is YB, I'm listening to it, okay? It's Decided To. This K2 I might have just smoked a little pack of K2 myself, all right? It's got me started. But I'm not having it. Joe Budden.
Earlier YoungBoy music don't sound like this to me.
What are you talking about, bro? That one, okay, yeah, early YoungBoy music don't sound like this. That's called growth, okay? Joe, you wouldn't know anything about that. Ish or Ice or Mile 2.0 or Dollar Store Dame Dash. I don't really know what I'm looking at here, people. But you ain't got a clue, bro. That's called personal growth. YoungBoy has been through so much shit in his life. His music changes every time. Do you know how many different subgenres of YoungBoy songs? He's got pain music. He's got murder music. He's got K2 music. Bro, I'm not trying to hear this.
Like, even he just dropped a single today. I listened to it last night, and I cut it off midway through.
Well, then you don't. Why are you giving an opinion if you cut it off halfway through? You ain't got a clue. You didn't even take it in, bro. You didn't even load up thegenius.com and check the lyrics. Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Just like, I can't.
You're too old, bro. You're too old. It's okay, man. Just admit it. You're too old. You don't understand what the kids are saying. You know what I'm saying? You're scared. All right? Everything changed since you were a young man. We got iPhones now. Okay? Electric cars. I know, old man. It's scary. It ain't like it used to be back in your day. But it's okay. It's okay to not understand what's going on in these streets. It's a young man's game. But just keep these stinky opinions to yourself because they're stinking out the place.
What's the difference between his music then and now?
I bet they ain't even got anything to say.
Shit, me, I could hear it.
Bro, you're losing your hearing because you are getting old. You are an aging man. You are a geriatric losing your hearing abilities. That's why you couldn't hear it, bro. It's not YoungBoy's fault that you are aging, that your body is deteriorating as a result of the aging process. That ain't got nothing to do with YoungBoy. Don't hate on him because he is in fact a young boy and he's got the youth on his side, okay? This is an old man versus a young boy. You couldn't hear it because you need a goddamn hearing aid. So tell you what, I think that YoungBoy, if YoungBoy sees this, I would suggest that, don't zip these fools, okay? Don't send the bag to hit them, all right? Don't send your hitters from New Orleans to go and zip these clowns, all right? The grave diggers, the pallbearers. Tell the pallbearers to hold fire. And I would suggest to you, YoungBoy, if you're watching this, perhaps consider dispatching a 4-unit box of complimentary hearing aids to these old clowns so that they can actually tune in and hear your music.
Like, I can hear you.
I literally, see what I mean? I'm right. Actually, I have to give them the benefit of the doubt because I believe that, in fact, they tried to listen to YoungBoy's music and they were too damn old and their hearing was deteriorating. They simply could not hear because they are old heads. They're old as hell and they simply couldn't hear on the frequency. There's like that dog whistle that you can get and it kind of, it speaks on a frequency where the dog can hear it but the human can't. I think that's what YoungBoy's music is like. You know what I'm saying? Maybe throw on some Dave East. You know what I'm saying? Some French Montana, maybe at a push. Then they might be able to tune in. Some Max B. That might tune in on some of your old head New Yorker frequencies. And that ain't a diss to any of those artists. But, dog, you need to get hearing tests, my man. Because that young boy, that decided to his fire.
What else do I have?
Bro, embarrassing, frankly. Embarrassing. And I think, like I say, this really just drives home the fact how right Drake was. So let's just have another read, just to cap this off, because we're going to jump on the phone with Hellcat in a minute. But let's just have a recap of Drake's scathing message to Joe Budden, because what's happening here, I think, is a perfect example of this. So let me just get this nice and big for y'all for the gizang. All right, because this now makes so much more sense. Okay, and Joe, look, we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I hope you don't get zipped. All right. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to send another one up. All right? YoungBoy, hold fire. Tell the grave diggers, tell the pallbearers. You know what I'm saying? Hold fire. Keep the smoke. Just a couple of hearing aids in the mail. This is what Drake said, man. Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you were doing in this clip because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you're watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. A quitter giving their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check, and the raps that you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty E-Nice jeans to screw up their face to Mood Music 29. You want to talk about Decided To? You want to talk about YoungBoy releasing a lot of music? Like, you want to talk about YoungBoy releases too much music? How many Mood Musics came out, Joe? How many Mood Musics did you release? How many? We're going to pull it up on Wikipedia. You know what I'm saying? He released so many Mood Musics that he had to damn near reuse the numbers. Hold up, I'm going to make this smaller again. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a mood now. This K2's really got me started. Look at all these Mood Musics, and he wants to talk about YoungBoy flying out too much music. Can it get any worse? Joe, I don't think it can. Mood Music, he had to release 2 Mood Music 3s, right? So that's really Mood Music 4. 3.5, that was 5. You can lose the 3 point. And if you're not careful, YoungBoy is going to turn you into a 3.5, if you catch my drift. Mood Music 4, a turn for the worst? I think so, Joe. I think so. It's embarrassing. But anyway, let's just finish what Drake was saying before Joe gets zipped. Look. Mood Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired, and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap, not because you accomplished all you need to, it's because it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in the generations to think that the whole everybody is entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This man is projecting to his own self-hate. Drake with the grammar there. This is a man projecting his own self-hate and the fact that I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need it put in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on special occasions. Now, YoungBoy doesn't need to zip Joe because Drake already did it. Drake already caught that body. You know what I'm saying? As Quando Rondo once said, I bought the body from Tim, it's both of ours. YoungBoy, he finna buy the body from Drake. It's both of yours, bro. He already bodied Joe. YoungBoy don't need to send the shooters. And quite frankly, that upset me, man. The amount of time that I've put into researching YB's music, YB is truly better, whether it's Joe Budden or other people. YB is one of the greats. Now, if you don't like YB, if you're from Chicago, if you're from that side of things, you can never like YB. I understand that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? If you don't mess with the ops, you don't mess with the ops. But Joe Budden, bro, your critique, your team's analysis is getting more and more worthless, bro. Is that really your critique? Is that really what you had to say about YoungBoy? Is that what you had to say about YoungBoy? Like, come on, man. I mean, was there more to it? Was there more to it? Did he have anything else to say? I don't think he had anything else to say. There's a whole 8-minute clip.
You ready to tell the truth about NBA YoungBoy? I'm not ready to do this.
Is requiring him to put out music at such a high clip because his stuff is all views. It usually don't even translate to streams that way.
What are you talking about, bro? He's talking about it doesn't even translate to streams. Are you actually dumb? YoungBoy's one of the most streamed artists in America. Are you dumb? You what? What? Huh? Where is it? I swear it was in the news. Like, YoungBoy was like one of the most streamed artists. You're saying it don't translate? Are you dumb? I mean, this was back in February. YoungBoy is now the most streamed hip hop artist in the US. He streamed, what was that? 670 million streams in 2023. That was in February. Bro, this kid's lapped you 500 times while you even made that, like months before you even made this thought.
It's like YouTube views and shit like that. So
Cat.
He has to constantly feed. It's like
you don't even know the levels that YoungBoy is playing on. That's the irony of this one. You don't even know.
It's like how we drop a lot of content.
Yeah. Don't even compare yourself. Don't bother. Don't even compare yourself to YoungBoy. You like that's offensive. That's rude.
He has to keep dropping.
It's like we have to keep dropping podcasts every week. You know what I'm saying? He has to actually create, an hour and a half of like genuine art that people want to re-listen to. Meanwhile, we just fart out useless opinions where we say we really, 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 really don't like artists, bro.
Content. He's dropping album after album, damn near every month and a half. Yo, you in a house in Utah? You stuck?
I don't care.
Bro, you're in a house in New Jersey, bro, and we don't care.
Yeah, like, it's none of y'all can say it's like, niggas bad. Now, I get it. I'm old. He ain't making it for me. I got that part. But
yep,
that's just horrible.
Might play YoungBoy sleep with me.
Tell me so I can leave.
That's the level of podcasting. Just silence. Just the shit opinions and just
sleep with me.
Tell me so I can leave.
Do you remember when the podcast was relevant? Do you remember? It was a while ago. Do you remember they had your boy doing videos about them? It was a while ago. It was quite some time ago.
You want to hear none of that shit.
Damn.
I mean, come on. Shout out to this guy, whoever he is. He had the right clip. But, bro, this K2 really got me started, man. That's all I can say.